Human beings want to talk to human beings. They don't want to talk to bots and robots and software. That's what I hear from time to time from people just like you. It may be a sentiment you felt. It's a sentiment I felt. Just yesterday, I was having an extraordinarily difficult time trying to book a one-way ticket for my daughter to join me and my wife returning from New York. We were going at different times. Turns out you can't do that on Expedia. You can't do that on delta.com because it breaks one of their rules. So after spending what seemed like forever with chatbots and AI voice, I finally was able to get a real human being and we solved the problem. So I get it. I understand that people can be frustrated talking to computers, talking to computer programs, to artificial intelligence. But are there times when it is a huge advantage? I'm placing a bet down that yes, there are advantages. So part of what we try to do right here on the TJ Walker Show is to help you become more successful by communicating more effectively using all available technology, whether it's a microphone, whether it's a PowerPoint slide, whether it is a projector, and yes, whether it is artificial intelligence digital cloning, which is the newest technology that frankly I'm very, very excited about. So you've heard me mention before, I do have a digital clone. I'm about to launch a website called tjwalker.ai that will house all of my clones. So I'm trying to not commit the sin that I see so many people do who are in the video space. They have no videos explaining what they do, and they're in the video space. They're somehow in the video business, video communication business. And you go to their website, you click their frequently asked questions section, if they even have one, and everything is in text. It always makes me think, why? It brings out the old adage of the cobbler's children wear no shoes. And I don't want to be guilty of that. So when my website, tjwalker.ai, launches, I want to have a nice video right at the beginning that explains this. I also want to have answers to frequent questions, or soon to be frequent questions, since there haven't been any questions yet, that will make it easy for people to understand what I'm talking about. So here's what I just did. I'm trying to use artificial intelligence more intelligently in every aspect of my business. I went to ChatGPT just a few minutes ago and gave it that scenario. So ChatGPT, I'm launching a new website. Here's what it's about. I want to have frequently asked questions, topics, and suggestions on what I cover so I can make those videos. So it spit out 20 of them. I haven't even looked at it yet. But what I'm going to do now is sort of the rough draft version of these. And then my team can edit it together, make it look a little nicer, maybe put some music behind, a little B-roll so it's not my face the whole time. You know what? I see my curtain is crooked behind me. I'm going to get up and change my curtain. I'm going to turn my camera off for a moment because I do live in Florida and I am wearing shorts. And I don't want to appall any of you or bother you by showing you the incongruity of me in a business suit jacket, business shirt, and wearing shorts. So I'm going to turn my camera off for 1 second. You'll still be able to hear me. Apologies for that if you think it's unprofessional, but I figure you don't really need to see my legs on a regular basis. So why get hotter? So that's why I, in fact, am wearing shorts, but you don't need to see that. Believe me, no one is clamoring to see me in shorts or to see my legs. So we're not going to go there. All right, so let's hop right in. First question makes sense. What is TJ Walker AI? So I'm going to record this. And you know what I may do is do a version and then ask my own AI how it could do it better. But let's go through a series of these. Welcome to TJ Walker AI. What is this all about? You've heard of artificial intelligence, obviously. You've been used to using bots on the places like Expedia. You've maybe heard an audio digital clone when you're calling the phone company looking for information or you're put on hold by your bank. Nothing new there. You've certainly heard about digital video clones where you make a clone and then all of a sudden you type in a speech and you see what appears to be a person talking, although it doesn't always look lifelike. That's not what this is about. This is about a unique one on one coaching experience for you where you can talk to me, get coaching from me, and it's my digital clone. No misrepresentation here. It's not actually me, but you can look at me and I'm going to look pretty much like this. You're going to see a video image clone of me, but it's not me just giving you some canned video response from an old course. My clone will be able to listen to you, absorb the data, understand it, and I'm speaking metaphorically here, and then give you a personalized answer. It can give you personalized critiques to your messages, to your issues, to your questions. It can be maybe not 100% as good as a live Zoom call with me to go over personal development issues you have or communication skills issues, but pretty close to it. In some ways, it can be even better because my artificial intelligence clone can be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime. You don't have to worry about, oh, am I running up too much of TJ's time or your own time? You can talk as long as you want. So it's an exciting new technology. It does, I believe, revolutionize communication, coaching, tutoring, the ability to educate and really connect with people. I believe this is bigger than Gutenberg's printing press, bigger than the internet itself when it comes to the advancement for communication, because it essentially democratizes and makes one-on-one conversations, coaching sessions available at scale around the world. This is new. This is unique. You can say, oh, I've seen that before. No, you haven't. It's brand new right here, and I'm excited to be on the ground floor of this. So take a look below at the particular issues where you want help. Could be in personal development skills, life coaching, communication skills, media skills. Take a look, click, and experiment. Okay, so that was sort of the about section. If we have time or later today, I'm going to go through and ask my clone to listen to this and to come up with a better answer. In fact, really what I could do is have my clone listen to all of these and to give me a critique. But let's just work our way through and do additional versions. So the next question for the frequently asked questions section is, who is TJ Walker? If you're just joining me, hi, I'm TJ, and this is our live show here every day where we talk about communication skills, issues, and specifically lately, we're talking about the tool of digital cloning and how you can use it. I'm in the process of building the frequently asked questions section of my own new website, tjwalker.ai. So the next question is, who is TJ Walker? So who is TJ Walker? Well, that's me. I'm not a clone. I'm a real person. And I have been conducting communication skills, trainings, workshops for more than, you know what? I don't want to focus 100% on that. So scratch that, note to editor. Don't use that. So who is, I just hit a piece of paper. So who is TJ Walker? That's me. I'm not a clone. I'm a real person. I've been conducting personal development coaching, communication skills coaching for more than 3 decades around the world. I've had the privilege of serving more than 2 million online students in virtually every country on the globe. And I worked face to face with presidents, prime ministers, Nobel Peace Prize winners, Miss Universes, professional athletes, and people just like you on how to communicate more effectively and how to build personal development skills. Right now, I am making these series of coaching sessions, lessons, insights available through the power of artificial intelligence, digital cloning. So that's what we're about right here at TJ Walker AI. What I try to do is bring to you the very same insights I would deliver to someone one on one if we were working together for a full day on helping them improve communication skills or some aspect of their life and personal development. You're going to get the same treatment, although the digital version is more patient than I am, and it never gets tired and it's always available. So that's who I am. I want to do a different version of that because I think I sort of morphed too quickly back into the AI and I didn't give people a sense of who I am. So note to editor, let's not use that. Let's do a different version. So who's TJ? Folks, now you see what really goes on in video creation. Most online content creators only show you the finished product where no one ever makes a mistake. Part of our premise here at the TJ Walker channel is you see everything. You see warts and all. You see mistakes. And I do that in part because I have to make the stuff anyway. And I want to show you how it actually works. I don't want you to be intimidated and think you got to be perfect every time because I'm not. I'm not perfect at all. I make mistakes. You've seen a higher number than usual right here today. And I'm hoping you use that to inspire you to make your own videos. So who's TJ Walker? Well, I am. I'm not a clone. I'm a real person. I have been coaching thousands of executives, political leaders. I don't like that start either. So sometimes when you talk about yourself, it's the hardest thing. I'm trying to reframe. I obviously am used to talking about myself and giving bios, but I'm trying to look at it through the lens of what we're doing here for people coming to the clone. So let me do another version of that. So who is TJ Walker? Well, that's me. I'm not a clone. I'm a real person. And for many decades, I have coached people all over the globe on how to improve personal development skills, life skills, and communication skills. I have more than 2 million online students from virtually every country in the world who've taken my personal development, life coaching, and communication skills courses. And I've trained people one-on-one in small groups in person in more than 45 nations around the globe. I've written half a dozen books on personal development and communication skills, and I've personally trained presidents of countries, prime ministers, Nobel Peace Prize winners, members of parliament, celebrity athletes, and people just like you in virtually every industry. Some of my books have become bestsellers, and I'm even in the Guinness Book of World Records for most talk show appearances ever in a 24-hour period. So I come at this from a wide range of communication skills, trainings, practices, workshops, seminars, books, courses to give you my expertise. So that is who I am. I really appreciate you stopping by to find out. Okay, that's one I can live with. I think I can work with that. Let's go to the next question. What is a digital AI clone? Okay. So what is a digital artificial intelligence clone? Well, I'm a real person, but what you're going to see on this website is a digital clone of me. Now, I'm not a computer science expert, and I'm not someone who has a PhD in Python programming. What I can tell you is this is a combination of latest ChatGPT, other artificial intelligence programs, combined. Okay, scratch, we got to stop. So this is something I'm not used to talking about as much. Therefore, it doesn't come across as smooth, as not a surprise. Okay, so we're going to do this again. What is a digital artificial intelligence clone? Now, I'm not a computer scientist and I'm not an expert on Python programming. What I can tell you is I am using the latest tools from a lot of different companies, from HeyGen, from ChatGPT, put together through delphi.ai. And what it does is it absorbs all of my ideas that I've ever said, every book I've ever written, every online course I've ever created, and there's more than 200 of them, every video I've ever made for YouTube and other places, every podcast appearance. It's all been sucked up into a digital brain right here at TJ Walker AI. And then when you ask a question or you tell it what your challenge is or what you're trying to improve, it can access 14 million plus words, ideas of mine, assimilate it, and spit it back to you in a way that's personalized, that frankly is pretty much how I would talk to you if we could have a one on one conversation. In some ways, frankly, it's better than what I do because its memory is perfect. So, clones have been around for a while where you record video of yourself on a green screen and then you feed in a script and that clone makes it look like you're saying it. That's not what this is. Audio clones have been around where it can mimic your voice, make something sound just like you to say some pre recorded script. That's not really what this, although it incorporates part of that. Chat AI clones have been around for quite a while. Big companies have used this for their customer service on their website, airlines, banks, for a long time. That's not what this is. What we're doing here with a digital AI clone is trying to essentially recreate me. I realize that sounds a little weird or vain almost, but it's recreating me, my ability to coach you one on one without me having to be here in a way that's more accessible to you. So if you ask my digital clone a question, it's going to listen to you, understand your message, reference what you're talking about, and then give a personalized response. It's not just going into a database of an old audio recording or an old video and hitting play. This is not a jukebox type of a thing. It is personalized to you. That's what's new about it. It's exciting about it. This is groundbreaking technology, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. Okay, so I think that's a version we can use for that, to answer that question. How does the TJ Walker AI clone work? Okay. So how does the TJ Walker AI clone work? Well, for starters, you would go to the website, pick the topic, the area of interest you have, and look at it. Then you can decide, do you want to type a question? Do you want to dictate a question or a concern or a skill you're trying to work on to the clone? You can push the phone button and talk to the clone and just speak right into your computer, your cell phone, any device you're using that has a microphone, and hear my response back where it's my voice. Or you can push a button and see me talk to you. I can see you, and we'll have this in a way that really comes across more like a personalized Zoom call. Now, no misrepresentation here. It's not me standing by available to talk to everyone. It's not the real TJ. I don't want to misrepresent. It is a digital clone using the power of artificial intelligence and generative AI to make my ideas come alive in a way that's meaningful to you. That's how it works. Okay, note to editor. I think that one should work. And I think that's about as well as I can describe this. This is something that I think we will be updating quite regularly because this is a fast moving thing. I don't have all the answers. What I'm saying there isn't true yet. We don't, so, and that's why I'm telling you this. This is a working session for frequently asked questions that I'm going to put on my website. I hope in a week or so, but it might not be accurate for 2 months. In that case, I won't post this edited final version of this video for 2 months. So I'm not going to put out anything that I don't really believe to be 100% accurate. Okay, let's go into the next question. What services does the TJ Walker AI clone offer? Okay. What services does the TJ Walker AI clone offer? It's really one service: high level, personalized, one on one coaching for you. Now, I can help you in several different areas. I can help you improve your communication skills, and that can be as specific as really getting you polished for your next PowerPoint presentation, or to improve your new business pitch if you're seeking venture capital. But it also can involve high level life coaching skills. So my digital clone can help you on really every aspect of life: how to have more executive control over your daily functions, how to have better habits for your health, how to improve your ability to learn more, how to be more creative, how to build stronger relationships with human beings, how to be more productive, improved time management. And yes, it can help you improve your income and your net worth. It's designed to help you in every major sphere of life. So that is how TJ Walker AI and the various clone coaching options here can help you. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, this is rough draft stuff. This is stuff that I've thought about, but I'm actually saying for the very first time. So many of the things I say when people ask me questions on live sessions and where you see me on videos or you see me on webinars can seem fairly polished. And it's happening because I've said a lot of these things hundreds, thousands of times. Our focus is a little bit out of whack. It's because I've said these things thousands of times. So if someone asks me, "Well, TJ, I'm nervous before giving a presentation. Any tips on how to be more confident?" I've heard that question 1,000 times, and it's perfectly fine for you to ask that if that's what you're thinking at that moment. But it's easy for me to come across smooth, polished, professional in answering that. The questions I'm answering now are the first time they've ever been asked because these questions were just generated by ChatGPT based on the prompt I gave it. Okay, so next question is the TJ Walker. How do I interact with the TJ Walker AI clone? Okay. How do you interact with the TJ Walker AI clone? Ideally, the very same way you would with a real life coach or a real communication skills coach. So it's not simply about asking questions, although you can ask a question at any time. It's about using the coach to help you go on an experience, a journey where currently you are here and you want to go from here to here to here to grow, to get better, whether it's improving your communication skills, improving every and any aspect of your career, helping you live a fuller, better, more purposeful, happier life. That's really what the goal is. So, in order to do that, you need to not just ask questions, you need to share your aspirations with the digital clone. And you need to practice with it. If the clone asks you to give a sample presentation or to reflect on something and share, you need to do it. Don't just sit back and watch it like you would a video course. One of the reasons I created this was, frankly, my frustration with the fact that I had so many students, 2 million students, take my online courses, and they said they liked it and they left great reviews. But I know that deep down, so many of them just passively sit back, watch, and listen. That's not how you learn a real skill. It's not how you really develop as a person. You have to do things. You have to think, reflect. You have to have real dialogue. And that's what this clone is designed to do, to really bring about a highly personalized coaching experience for you to help you improve. That is the best way to use this clone. So I want you to put it to work. Don't just sit back and ask it to lecture to you for an hour. Ask it to probe you, to ask you the tough questions, to give you the assignments, to give you the homework, and you report back to it. That is the best way to interact with this clone. Okay, I think that works. We're making some progress. Is the TJ Walker AI clone available 24 hours a day? Yes. Okay. Is the TJ Walker clone available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Absolutely. Yes, it is. In that sense, it's far superior to the real thing because I get tired. I need sleep. I need weekends off. I need vacation time, holidays, family time. Not my clone. It is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, a lot has been said about how people want to talk to real humans and digital clones can never replace them. And I think that is true. But there are some aspects of where a digital clone is not worse than a real human being or a real coach. It's not the same, it's actually superior. And this access, this availability is one of those areas because you could be lying awake in bed at 3 in the morning. You just can't sleep because you're torn over some big career decision you need to make, or something is really challenging you and you want to get feedback from someone who isn't just a family member or a friend. You want to talk it out. You want to reflect on it. Well, the TJ Walker clone is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that is one way where the clone is actually better than the real thing. Okay, I think that works. We are making some progress. By the way, if you're watching this later on today, I am going to go back to sort of the regular Q&A session. So I'm not specifically asking for questions right now. I'm trying to go through this. This is a working session. So you can see how an actual communications trainer is building a practice and conducting work, but doing it in a way for you to see it, because I'm not aware of anyone else actually showing you behind the scenes of what they're doing. That's where I'm trying to be different and provide some extra value. Next question. What topics can the TJ Walker AI clone coach me on? Okay. What topics can the TJ Walker AI clone help me with? Well, the clone is designed to help you in nearly any aspect of personal development. I have created more than 200 online courses that cover various aspects of personal development and communication skills. So, anything I've said in my time management course, for example, my clone will be able to give you advice without you having to go through the whole curriculum. Any topic covered in my personal productivity course or my course on how to find life purpose, my clone can access. So anything to do with personal development, habit building, trying to have a more fulfilled life, my clone can help you with. It also can help you with virtually any aspect of communication skills. So if you're trying to learn how to be a better podcast host, if you're trying to build confidence because it's the first time you ever have to speak to a large group of 1,000 people, the clone can go right to your specific needs, help you, give you things to do, rehearsals, practice, homeworks, so that you can get better right away without having to weed your way through some course and look at 600 videos. So that's what it's designed to do. If you ask my clone who's going to win the World Cup next year or the World Series or something like that, or what the weather is going to be like tomorrow, it's not going to be able to help you at all. So that's what the clone can do for you. Okay. Okay. And I think that one works. So note to editor, let's plan on using that. Okay, next question. By the way, if you're one of my Udemy students, if you're one of my online course students, quick program note, we will be going live at 10 a.m. Eastern today. It's currently 9:31 on the East Coast in the United States. So in 29 minutes, we'll be going live for our private session on our Facebook Udemy student page, our group page. So if you got questions there, you want feedback, I'll be back to our regular programming there. Next question. How do I get started with the TJ Walker AI clone? How do I get started with the TJ Walker AI clone? Well, it's very simple. Just look at the list of topics on the homepage, click the one you like, and just type in a question or hit the phone button and ask a question, or hit the button that allows my video to come up. It will talk to you and you can talk to it. It's really that simple. And you can start right away without even giving me your name or email. If you want to type in a question, you can get the first 5 questions, the first 5 areas where you want help without me asking anything. No credit card, no name, no email address. I want to make this as easy as possible for you to start learning from, benefiting from, and experiencing growth from the TJ Walker clone. Okay. Okay, how do I get started? What technology is used to create? I kind of dealt with that earlier. And as you may have deduced, I'm not really a technology expert. I know conceptually what artificial intelligence and generative artificial intelligence is, but I'm going to be exposed as a fraud pretty quickly if I try to hold myself out as a true technologist. So I am using a platform called delphi.ai. So it is a question. I probably need to get better. I probably need to really look at the about section on Delphi and incorporate some of their messages on that. Okay. Is the interaction with the TJ Walker clone live or pre-recorded? Okay. Now we're getting interesting places. Is the interaction with the TJ Walker clone live or is it pre-recorded? Well, it's really neither. It's definitely not pre-recorded. If you ask a question of my clone, it's not like an old-time jukebox where it goes through a database and pulls up lecture number 721 and gives you the 3-minute lecture on how to start a presentation effectively. That's not what it's doing. What it's doing is it has absorbed every idea I've ever written, said, spoken, said in front of a video camera. It's got 14,000 documents, a document meaning not just text, but video and audio, ingested into the database of my clone. So when you ask it a question or you share with the clone your goal, your desire, where you want to go, it is able to access 14 million words and process it in a way kind of like a human brain would to figure out how can it, and I will say it, it's not me, it's not a he, it, the artificial intelligence clone, will try to assimilate all this data to give the most meaningful, the most helpful, personalized response to you. So in that sense, it is live. You're able to ask a question, tell the clone specific issues you have. You can say, hey, TJ, my name is Sally. I have to give a presentation next Tuesday. It's 3 minutes long. It's to my entire board of directors. I'm nervous. And here's the topic. And my clone is not going to give you just some recorded pat answer. It's going to say, first of all, Sally, I wish you the best of luck for your presentation next Tuesday to your board. I understand you're nervous. Together, we're going to work on some ways to get you a lot more comfortable so you're not nervous. I want you to think about what's the one thing you want your board to remember next Tuesday. And let's practice it right now. It's going to be something like that. So there's nothing in any audio or video where I've already said that using that person's name with that exact sequence of subjects and verbs and objects. So all of that is coming out now for the first time. It's being generated live in a way that's going to feel like an actual human being because you're going to see me if you choose that option. You're going to see my lips. My lips will sync with the words. You can hear me, and it's going to sound pretty much just like me. So, yes, this is going to really have the look and feel, taste, touch of a live, personalized one on one experience. Okay, I think that one works. Okay, let's go to the next question. How realistic is the TJ Walker AI clone? Okay. How realistic is the TJ Walker AI clone? I have to say, I think it's pretty realistic. Hi, I'm the real TJ, and I have been testing this clone now for months, refining it. And confession, the first time I heard the audio, I thought, this doesn't sound anything like me. So it's taken a lot of configuration, adjustments, testing, experimentation. And I think we've gotten to the point where the audio sounds like me 95% of the time. Now, when it comes to the substance of the answers, there also were some mistakes early on. I occasionally heard advice where I thought, well, that's not good advice. That's not what I would say. I've been able to go in and adjust it and revise it and edit it. And I have to tell you, now I've gotten it to the point where I feel the answers, the messages, the training my clone delivers is as good and sometimes better than what I could do myself because the clone has perfect recall. If you ask the clone to say, who gave the best acceptance speech for the Academy Awards in 2013, it's going to give you a smooth, fluid, detailed answer and analyze all of those things the speaker said that worked. If you ask me that, I'm going to, I don't remember stuff like that. So the clone has superior memory. It's also, frankly, more efficient, and it can give answers that are more concise. When someone's talking to me, I try to give good advice, but I'm thinking as I'm going, and it sometimes can be more roundabout. It can take longer for me to get to a point. I'm sometimes too wordy in a live coaching session, and it's okay in the live coaching session. But I think that my clone gives the same ideas, the same content, but is sometimes more efficient, is sometimes pithier, more concise. So in that way, it is realistic, but in some ways better. Okay. So it just occurred to me at some point, what we'll probably do is feed all of these questions to the clone. And, maybe it's too cute to do this, but maybe we'll have a frequently asked questions section and let people pick. Do you want to hear the real TJ answer it, or do you want to hear the clone answer it? And that might even draw more attention to it. I'm not quite sure. So it's something to think about. Can the TJ Walker AI clone provide personalized coaching? Yeah. So this is interesting, some of these questions that ChatGPT gave me, because I wouldn't have thought, it seems like I've covered it already, but it may be something that people are thinking about that just wouldn't occur to me. So let's answer that question. Oh, I think I skipped one. And forgive me, I put my contacts in backwards today, I think, and my eyes are a little bit blurry. Oh, I just put a check mark. Okay. Can the TJ Walker AI clone provide personalized coaching? Well, yes, that's the whole point of this. When you come on and ask the clone a question, or you share with the clone your goals, your aspirations, or some aspect of your life where you're trying to improve, you're not getting a video course. You're not getting a lecture. You're not getting a pre-recorded message saying, oh, they asked about life purpose. Let me give the 40-minute life purpose lecture. That's not what it is. The AI clone is designed to ask you follow-up questions, to create a personalized one-on-one coaching experience for you. So yes, absolutely, that's the whole point of this. If we couldn't give you a personalized one-on-one coaching experience, why bother? I already have 200 plus online video-based courses. There's really no need for yet another course with a lecture format where you kind of sit back and listen passively. That's not what this is about. It's about bringing personalized coaching experiences to you, but doing it in a way that's frankly 1,000 times less expensive than hiring me for a day or hiring me to come meet with you once a week for the next 6 months or the next year or for a lifetime. That's very, very expensive. There could be travel costs if we're talking about in person. It's a nightmare scheduling between your schedule and my schedule. The digital clone solves all of those problems and it gives you personalized coaching experiences. Okay, I think that one works. Okay, how is my privacy protected during the session? Okay, I certainly want to give people privacy. I have to do more research on that. So I don't know because I'm not, this is not my technology, my platform. I'm using another platform designed to help people like me and perhaps like you, experts, authors, trainers. And so I don't know what their privacy policy is. I'm going to have to research that. We're going to continue this probably in about an hour when we go to the next live, or maybe in an hour and a half when we're in our next live session. Right now, I'm going to have to sign off and get ready for our live session with the Udemy and Skillshare and online students. So thanks so much. I will see you back here. Well, we will be live on this channel, whichever one you're watching, at 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time today.